Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video, and as you can see, we're not on PZ, nor are we in vanilla Minecraft. If you're watching this, the team is unable to produce a video in the time that they wanted to, which would be Sunday. So, we got this video instead. This video is a modded tutorial on how to turn your chicken farm into an energy farm, using your chickens to produce energy. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to have a little basic design here. It can be expanded, it can be shrunk. Well, I'm not sure how much more it can be shrunk, but there's a lot of things you can do with it. So, let's get started. So, for starters, you're going to want a base, right? Okay. Alright, I'm just going to be building across here. Nothing special. Alright, okay. I'm going to want to place a hopper down here. I'm going to place a block there so I can put it downwards. So we have a hopper there. And I'm going to get myself a diamond wand. I'm playing the FTB Revelations Modpack. So that's where I'll list every mod that I'm actually using from that mod pack, but I'll also link the mod pack itself. So yeah. So yeah, we're just building a little thing, building a little place that we can enter. I built it one block up from the ground for a reason, so I'm just gonna... No, I'm gonna keep that back wall there. Actually, I'm gonna get glass, is what I'm gonna do. If I get some glass on hand, I can... Don't worry about what was in my inventory, we'll get to that. Put some glass there, right? And if I don't know, I can build like a little staircase. Make it look nicer. Yeah, doesn't look. Alright, so we got this. What we're going to want to do is we do that little number. I'm just going to throw some eggs in. Now, you can also just leave chickens in, but the idea is that you want many chickens, like upward, like as many as you can get in there. Now, is overcrowding a thing in this one? Right, so there is a small issue with doing it at this size. You can, if you expanded it, you'll be just fine. But for this case, if you have default max entity crime, you can only put 12 in here. So I'm just gonna 24. So I'm just gonna expand that to like 200. Now, if you built this on a larger scale, which should be fairly easy as long as you know what you're doing, which I'm assuming everyone here has basic knowledge of how the game works, then yeah, you're all good. But for now, I'm just gonna change the game rule and I'm gonna keep going. And I'll cut back to when I'm done. Alright, and as you can see here, we have a good fair bit of chickens, and they're quite noisy, so I'm just going to turn that down a bit. Let's see, friendly creatures. Let's just... Yeah, much better. Oh, you know what, even better. Do we have... Okay, so if you have the open blocks mod, you can get your hands on a sound muffler, and we do have that mod in this pack, so... Oh, it's not. It's extra utilities, not open blocks. Whoops. So just place that there, and I can actually turn that sound back up. And you can barely hear them. If I place another one, it'll be dead silent. No, they're not dead silent, but you know what? They're quiet enough. Alright, so we placed our hopper, if we just dig down here. So if we just get that baby chicken out of the way, because I messed up a little bit. What we can do now is, if we take a storage drawer, this also works with barrels or any other storage device, but I prefer storage drawers because of how much they hold. 32 stacks per drawer. Plus some storage upgrades. Alright, we're going to move our building supplies out now. We can place... Chicken, get out. Okay, place that there, right, okay. And I'm pretty sure there's also a lock upgrade. Just, No. Oh. Sorry. So, wait. Right, okay, so there isn't a lock upgrade, but what we can do with these upgrades is that we can shift right click. shift right click. See, we gotta right click to install them, so I'm just gonna shift right click so I can install them manually. There's like a bunch of upgrades starting from here. Well, this is upgrade template, so starting from here to down here. Yeah. To make these upgrades, let's just take a quick look. You know, it's just blank template, some sticks and some gold, and that's just a drawer and some sticks, and that's just chests and wood. Same with diamond. And this one has a couple of comparators, blank upgrade template, and some redstone. So yeah, now whenever the chickens produce eggs, it will go into there. But now what we want to do is we want to get this item conduit and get crafter tier 3. And what this will do is we'll hook it up to a crafter. You can use any sort of auto crafting, but I prefer just a crafter. And what you want to do is you want to make a new recipe. Saucepan. You can. There is multiple methods of turning eggs into food, but this is the one I prefer doing. So now you have a recipe set to make scrambled eggs. So you put the saucepan in here, and there's an issue. When the saucepan is done, it will put it in the crafting slot instead of there. So what we want to do is we want to pull the saucepan out using a filter. So we got a basic item filter here, and if we pull the saucepan back out, we can filter it to edit filter settings. There we go. New update and bad. Okay, so now we have that, but it's gonna be too slow. So what we're gonna want to do is put some speed upgrades in there. To make the speed upgrades, it's just electrical, steel, iron. Because I'm assuming that you're gonna run JEI with all this, so I'm not gonna go through every recipe. Saucepan's pretty simple. It's just a brick and stick. So yeah, you put like 15 of those in there, and it will very quickly, whenever the saucepan's down here, it will very quickly recycle it into the machine again. Now you see that there's no power. What we're going to want to do is, we'll handle that in a minute. So now what we want to do is we want to go over here with another item conduit, and we want to put a culinary generator down. Now with this, we're going to want to put another filter, right? Okay, and then hold on. So we're going to want to extend it a little bit. We're going to want to put a culinary generator somewhere. So I'm going to place it right there, for example, and that's connecting. Yeah. So now what we want to do is we have the filter. We're gonna have to wait for an egg. Actually, we have an egg. Why is it moving? Oh wait, I know why. Okay, so with all these item conduits, you gotta make sure that you set the redstone mode to not be bad, and to actually like work. So like this is set to extract. We want to insert. So there we go. Now all these eggs are in this machine. So now let's just make sure all these other ones are good. Insert. No, don't extract. Okay, I gotta make sure that's not set to. This isn't set to. Well, it's not set to insert, so it's fine. So then this is set to extract, but we want it always active. Now we're collecting up eggs, and we have a machine that's supposed to be producing energy, but this thing isn't set to actually make anything. We'll fix that in a minute. Let's see. Now what we want to make sure we have is a place to store our energy. So I'm just going to use vibrant capacitor banks. These are equivalent to 1 RF, which is the old standard back in the day of 1.7 of energy. It's still somewhat used today, but they're really just trying to make it all universal energy and all that. So now we can place down any source of energy here. So I'm going to use a basic, simple Stirling generator from Ender.io. And I'm going to fill that with something that burns. So, I don't know. Alright, before I do that, I'm going to want to connect this generator to a crafter. And if you have a painting machine, you can make this look a bit prettier. You can just put conduit facades, but I'm not going to go through the trouble to do that in this tutorial, so yeah. Okay, so one last thing. At this point, if we were to run the machine right now, this thing would eventually get filled. This culinary generator would eventually get filled and will overflow. So what we want to do is we want to take these item conduits. We want to just, okay, so what we want to do is we want to make another drawer here, upgrade it. I'm not going to put the third one in. And then we're going to want to make a little connection here. Always active. And insert. And what this will do is it will take any scrambled eggs that it has extra and put it in this drawer for the culinary generator use. And this thing can hold 768 stacks with those 2 upgrades I put in. So yeah, that's a lot. So now all we need to do is put a piece of coal or something else into this generator. Let's just do that. And you can see that it's starting to get to work. Now, one thing I forgot about in doing this was I forgot to put the... Oh yeah, I didn't forget it, I just couldn't. So I'm going to take a scrambled egg, right? Okay, and I'm going to put it into this filter now that it's made. Oops. Pick that back up. So now, it should extract scrambled eggs and put them up. I have to set this to insert. See? Gotta make sure you got all these wires correct. And what this will do is it will start turning all these scrambled eggs from the, okay, so just basic overview. All these chickens are producing eggs. Those eggs go into this barrel, which links into this auto crafter. This auto crafter makes scrambled eggs. Then the scrambled eggs go into either this generator or this drawer, depending on storage. And that generator turns those scrambled eggs into energy. And that energy both powers this battery and also repowers the crafter over here. And yeah, this is near infinitely expandable, and you can basically just turn your chickens into an energy farm. Also, if you get a real surplus of those eggs, what you can do is you can use that as a food source as well. Because yeah. Anyway, that will be about it. Thanks for watching.